Fast feet exercise 1 for day 2 is lateral steps. So starting on one side of the cones, you're moving 1 foot laterally back and forth across the cones. Then once you've reached 10 seconds, swap over and repeat the same thing on the opposite side. Remember to drive those arms in synchronization with your feet. Exercise 2 is lateral shuffle. So you're taking the 4 cones you were just working with and spreading them out about a step apart so you have some gaps to work in between. Then starting at either edge of the cone setup, you're shuffling forwards and backwards, driving those arms, moving in and out of the cones, remaining forwards the whole time. Fast feet exercise 3 is the icky shuffle. So we're using the same cone setup we used for exercise 2. This time our body's facing towards the cone and we're moving diagonally in and out of those cones, moving our feet as quickly as possible. Then once we get to the end, we turn around and repeat in the opposite direction. Plyo exercise 1 for day 2 is A skips. So we're getting in rhythm, being light on our feet, hopping, and then driving one knee at a time. And you'll notice as I drive one knee, the opposite arm drives as well. Plyo exercise 2 is knee drive lunges. So we're performing a reverse lunge, splitting both legs, bending 90 degrees. Then as we come in the upward phase of the lunge, we drive up into the air and we actually drive our knee as well. Plyo exercise 3 is drop squats. So you're literally dropping, spreading your feet apart and then touching the ground. So your knee should be bending about 90 degrees, then you pop up and go immediately into the next one. Agility exercise number 1 for day 2 is the W drill. So you place one cone, turn 45 degrees, take 3 strides, turn 45 degrees again, 1 stride, another 45 degrees, 1 more stride, and then we place a final cone, 3 strides, 45 degrees from that cone. And then what we're doing is just going around the cones as tight as possible in a W fashion, all the way to the end, repeating 4 times in both directions. Agility exercise 2 is the diagonal drill. So we place 2 cones to form a gate, turn 45 degrees and take 5 steps to place another cone. Turn 45 degrees again and take 10 steps to place another cone. Then we turn 45 degrees one more time, take 5 more steps to place a gate opposite our starting gate. Then you can start at either of the gates and then you're driving out around the cones diagonally. Then you drive across to the opposite side, trying to stay tight around those cones, going diagonally again, and then accelerate through the end gate. Agility exercise 3 is forwards facing box. So you place a cone, take 4 steps out in front to place a second cone, turn 90 degrees, take 4 more steps to place a third cone, turn 90 degrees one more time to place that final cone to form a perfect square. Then starting at any of the corners, you're going around that square facing forward the entire time. So you're going forwards, laterally, backwards, laterally, touch the start cone, and then go back in the opposite direction.